5, 6, and 7 coming up for Taylor here in the bottom of the 5th, needing some runs and needing them quick as they trail 4-0. It's number 6, Marian. The first baseman, Kristen Mahalik, lifts the first one she gets into right, drops in front of the right fielder, Maddie Foster, and the second hit for the Trojans is on the board, and a good way to start things off here in the 5th. Again, with 2 outs and no one on in that 7th inning, Evans ripped one to the gap, but a diving Stotts sent us to extra innings, which Marian would eventually win in 11. 1 out, runner at second here in the 5th. Evans sits on one and puts a charge net to left. They will not catch this one. It'll land at the bottom of the fence. Brindle hustling around from second, and the Trojans' first extra base hit as Evans turns and claps to her dugout. It's a 4-1 Taylor deficit as Evans got a hold of one and ripped it to left. See if she can turn on one and get it to the field of play. Big gap there in right center field for the lefty Grimm. 2-2, that's exactly where she's going to send this bad boy. Evans will score from second base. Grimm will check up at first, and back-to-back hits for the Trojans have drawn them to within 2. Lights have almost completely taken hold of our Gudekunst field surface with the sun setting off behind us and gone out of sight on this Tuesday night. 1-2. Off the end of the bat into left and drops in for a hit for Ashton Whitman, her first hit of the doubleheader. Gilliam comes home. Sitting on a changeup and looping it into left. Nice piece of hitting from Kanai. Back-to-back singles from the Michigan natives, Whitman and now Kanai. Her ERA coming in at 1.96 in her 12th appearance of the year, her 5th in relief. Down the middle, Mahalik smacks it right past McPherson. They're going to wave Whitman around from second. The throw comes in off target, and Whitman scores standing up. And now the ball gets away from the catcher. Stotts move everybody up an extra base. The tying run at third. Mahalik with an RBI single. It's 4-3, the Marian lead. Wilson's fouled off the last 2 pitches after the count maneuvered to 2-2. McPherson, the reliever, in. Wilson right back up the middle. That'll tie the game at 4. They will hold Mahalik up at third. Wilson with a big round from first, but the 5th-year senior comes in clutch and ties the game at 4, and there's still nobody out here in the home half of the 6th. You wondered how Taylor might respond after seeing all of those opportunities come up empty in game 1. It was a slow start, but the innings 5th and 6th have been money for the Trojans. And now, here's Maddie Evans. First one, hard hit. This will give Taylor the lead. Blistered it right past Phillips at third. And after Evans had 15 punch-outs in game 1, she gets her second straight RBI hit here. It's 5 unanswered for the Trojans, and Scott Fleming will call time for the 3rd time in the last 2 innings. Out goes McPherson, and coming back in will be Gilliam. Huge spot here for the senior second baseman. Riles pinch hit for her. Last inning struck out. Base is full of her teammates here in the 6th. Taylor on top 5-4. Tucker rips it and it's going to add insurance. That sends Gudekunst coming apart at the seams. 2 runs home for Kara Tucker. That's a 7-4 Taylor lead here with 2 gone in the 6th. That probably means it's pretty fair if both teams are unhappy about it. A strike. How about 2 on a swing and a miss on a blistering fastball that had smoke coming off of it from the right hand of Lewis. 7-4, the Marian hold. They try to avoid splitting their 2nd straight doubleheader after splitting with Mount Vernon Nazarene Saturday. Taylor trying to get their biggest win of the season so far. 0-2. Outside corner, Whitman tried to bring it back across. It just missed by a ball width. Oh, it's strike 3. So Norman down to her last out, or last strike, the 0-2. Outside corner, she'll swing and miss, and the Trojans come back and erase a 4-0 deficit. They knock off number 6 Marian 7-4 as Lewis is mobbed by her coach Erin Bellinger and her teammates. Horan with a double and 5 runs batted in as she bats out of the 6th spot here this afternoon. Norman at first, 1 out, scoreless top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss on the slapper Horan, and she's down on strikes. And that moves Maddie Evans for the 5th most strikeouts in a single season by a Taylor pitcher. Marian with 2 base runners in total with a walk last inning, but no one has gotten past first base. Second one, heck swing snagged out of the air by Taylor Wilson at third. She threw that gloved left hand out of there and takes a single away from Phillips. 1 up and 1 down here in the third. 2-2, she was backing away, thought about throwing her hands at it, thought better of it. And the count's now 2-2. And the pitch from Evans. High and away, hard hit towards Tucker. Backhand stop at second, on to first. Nicely done by Tucker at second. Top half of the 7th inning, no score between Taylor and Marian. The 2-2 to the pinch hitting Foster. She'll chase one away. She tried to slap it on with the end of the bat. 10th strikeout today for Maddie Evans, and there's 1 gone in the 7th. With Hyatt to be followed by Norman and Cush in a 0-0 game in the top of the 9th, the longest game for either team this season so far. 5 hits aside, all singles. 1 error for Marian, none for Taylor defensively. Another 1-2 from Evans to Hyatt. She'll swing and miss. She's down swinging for the 3rd time today. And Maddie Evans now has the 4th most strikeouts by a Taylor pitcher in school history in a single season. Evans trying to get her 14th K and strike out the side. 0-2. Right down on the corner, 14 Ks for Evans, who is a surgeon on the circle today. To the bottom of the 9th with still no score, as Maddie Evans is doing anything she wants pitching today. The Taylor infield continues to play in against the lefty Phillips. Payoff pitch from Evans. Ground ball up the middle. Evans dives, deflected by Tucker. She'll throw home. They get the out there. It deflected off of Evans' mitt. Tucker was right there, and then she fired a missile home to Whitman, who kept her foot on the plate, and a big first out in the 10th. Keeps the game at 0. Bases full of Knights. 1 gone, top of the 10th in a 0-0 game. In the first game of our doubleheader today. 2-1 to Harwager. Off the end of the bat, Tucker backhand it, back comes home. Randy get another out at home. How about Kara Tucker flashing the leather at second? Back-to-back ground balls with a sly smirk on her face. Phillips got this situation, grounded out to Tucker for the first out of the inning. Can Evans get another out here and keep the game scoreless? The payoff. Down the middle, got her looking for strike 3, and we head to the bottom of the 10th on the 15th strikeout for Maddie Evans today.